well, I'm nobody. But that's not why we're here today. I fell off, and you gotta admit it sometimes, but I fell off. And you may have seen the montage that I put before this. That was me in my prime. I gotta say, like in my prime, I was feeling strong. I was like ready to conquer anything, But I gotta say, I fell off. I've gotta say, I've been out of the gym now for about coming up on. I gotta say, it's 4 months now. Something I don't know. I got an elbow injury. Got put in an arm bar, and I just haven't been able to lift weight on it. So I kind of got demotivated with that. But we got to dive into what motivation is, okay? Like, I lost motivation to go to the gym and stuff because of my arm, but now 4 months later, it's now hitting me that I can still hit legs. So we're going to be hitting the gym, and we're going to be hitting legs until my arm's fine. So the many years I've neglected hitting legs, it's finally biting me in the ass, because now all I'm going to do is hit legs for a long time now. But the motivation here is, when your opponent drops down a P.E.K.K.A. and you see that P.E.K.K.A., but then he drops down a Mega Knight the second later, and you're down. You don't want to defend that. You don't want to defend this push. You got to put some effort into it, but you just got to try. Well, I didn't try. Okay, I let them take the tower. I let them 3 count. I left the game, and I just gave up. I didn't hit the gym, kind of became a bitch, but now I'm back, okay? I'm defending that push. I'm not going to let the Mega Knight take the tower. I'm not going to let the P.E.K.K.A. take the tower. I'm not going to let him get past the bridge, okay? It's just not going to happen. And, it doesn't matter. Like, you gotta put in the effort, okay? You may be low on Alex here, but you can defend. And it's easy to defend. I've done it. But just one time. You just let it happen one time and you get demotivated. But that's my opinion on motivation. So I can complain all I want about, my arm hurts, but at the end of the day, my legs still work. I'm still alive. And yeah, I guess that's good. But yeah, so we're back to the gym, and I can officially announce that this is part 1 of Road to Not Being a Bitch. Yeah, this was part 1. I don't know what part 2 is going to be, but we're on the road to not being a bitch. So this should be epic. It's not going to involve steroids. Can't afford to use steroids, okay? Something. Can't afford any balls to be shrunk, okay? It's not an option. A bald guy doesn't go into a barber and ask to take a little bit off the top. No, there's nothing to work with there, so why would we damage it even more? Yeah, so no steroids will be involved. It's pure blood, sweat, and tears, okay? I'm motivated. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, okay? It's gonna be epic. I don't know what the goal, actually I do know what the goal is. It's not be a bitch. So, it's going to be epic, There will be, I don't know what there'll be along the road here, but it's a road. And on this road, I walk along. Cheesy ass quote. But another quote I'm going to hit you with is, a strong man stands up for himself, or a stronger man stands up for others. Bend the cow back to the barnyard, go to movie. Yeah, so, we're going by those quotes, and yeah, it's just going to be epic. So, I'm officially announcing Road to Not Being a Bitch is happening. And this is part 1. So, on that note, and yes, I'm on the toilet. I thought I was relatable. Everybody shits. So, it's a nice space. It's echoing here. I don't care. But yes, on that note, I'm flushing the toilet to announce Road to Not Being a Bitch is happening. So stay tuned for what happens next. It's going to be epic. And yeah, let's get it.